Hey guys, Anthony P0400. Just a quick video. This is mainly for those people that may have experienced a P0400 or you think you might in the future. You never know. We've got a number of videos. The important part is we've got a playlist there. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but search on our channel P0400 or check if there's a playlist P0400 or the most common diagnostic trouble codes, that sort of thing. We've got some info there, that's for sure, and we're going to be adding to it. But I just want to try and make this quick and say we've had two vehicles. They were both around about 2008 120 Prados. Okay, so every now and then it's very rare people get a P0400. That's a code basically saying, you know, the EGR system isn't flowing enough. So it thinks there's a problem because that's what it's taught. It's been taught to think that many years ago, but it's actually not a problem anyway. But you know, if you want to get rid of that engine light off the dash, there's things you need to do. Now, this information is only relevant if everything else is okay. That means if you've worked on the car or somebody's worked on the vehicle and the problem started after that, they've probably forgot a vacuum line, they've probably damaged something, left a plug off, broken oil, something's happened. The plate with a 7mm hole that thousands of people use and will use, continue to use, and more people will use, doesn't cause that issue. It does reduce the flow of the EGR down, helps keep the intake clean. So if you're unsure what I think about it, without talking about the legalities of it, we're just talking about I think it works really well, okay? But some people put the plate in and then they have a problem. Very few do this. They put the plate in and they have a problem and everything else is right, or they don't have a problem. Oh, look there, hi. They don't have a problem, but they have a problem later, so a year or two later they've got a problem. So, if everything's been checked and everything's okay, because we're going to have to skip that because we're trying to be quick here, we had a suspicion that the EGR coolers may be getting slightly blocked, right? So inside the EGR cooler, the heat transfer unit, between where it comes out of the head and the EGR valve, the one with the coolant lines connected, basically, yeah, we thought that's probably blocked. But to do that, this is on vehicles that we've already replaced injectors on, or the owners have, using our kit, whatever the case may be, and you don't want to take the fuel pipes off and risk contamination to the injectors to clean out the EGR cooler. And generally you don't want to just clean out the EGR cooler as part of the job, because you've got coolant hoses coming off, you could spill coolant, you don't want to mix water, coolant, whatever you want to call it, around the fuel system. You've got the fuel pipes off. Even if you got it capped, it can get messy. It's not something we like to do. If you got to do it, you got to do it, and then you drain the coolant, cap everything. So it's going to cost you coolant and more time and all this sort of thing. Cleaning something out that 99.999% of the time isn't going to be an issue. But if you're finding you're getting a P0400, so we're going to do a bit of sign language here, because you can kind of sort of see me, can't you? Look at that. Hi. Basically, yeah, I mean, if you've checked everything, and that's what we did. We did a lot of swap gnostics on one vehicle, you know, swap this, swap that, swap the other. Don't go and buy an EGR valve, you know, you're just going to waste your money. Heaps of people have done that and it doesn't fix it. So we've got two vehicles, I think they're both 2008s. They were both regularly faulting a P0400, and that's why you need something like this. This is an Autophix 3210. You can get this. It'll scan and clear codes. You can use your phone. You can have 6 things up there. That's really cool. But then if you want to use your phone for other stuff, it doesn't work as well, 2 things at once. So you might want to get, but there's some other options like the Scangauge, and the Scangauge does the transmission temperature. So we're just going to be talking about here about the solution. So 2 vehicles, regularly as anything, getting a P0400. I mean 5k drive, 10k drive, 20k drive, regularly, like every day. You wouldn't drive the car, so multiple times a day, every other day, whatever, regular stuff. So on one of the vehicles, it had a plate in it. Everything else had been checked and correct. We suspect the EGR cooler is slightly blocked, so we drill the hole out to 8mm. It makes no difference, right? No difference whatsoever. Then what we did was we went, well, buggered 9, because every time you get the plate in and out, it's a bit of work. So we went straight from 8 to 10. No P0400, okay? The vehicle's been driven over 1,000 Ks, no P0400. So that the plate isn't causing the problem. It's because there'll be a blockage, slight blockage in the EGR cooler, and the combination of the two together restricts it too much, which is why 7mm is the magic number, 7mm hole. But if you get a problem, you might need to make it a little bit bigger. So 8mm didn't work, 10mm did. Now the other vehicle, that got worked on after the first vehicle, So using the knowledge we had from that, we said we still believe the EGR cooler is partially blocked. So what we suggest is, well, 8mm didn't work, so don't waste your time with 8mm. 10mm definitely worked, but we want to know if 9mm works. So that vehicle got a 9mm hole in the plate, and guess what? Voila, over 1,000 Ks, no P0400. So the good news is on the 1KD FDVs that people are fitting the plate with a 7mm hole that works really well. Not sure about the legalities. You have to check your state, your country, read the fine print. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about it works very well to keep the intake clean, to give the engine some more cold intercooled air, some filtered air instead of dirty rotten exhaust gases. So yeah, that's a solution until you come to the time that you're doing your injector replacement. Now, if you've got a P0400, it doesn't mean your EGR cooler is blocked. You've purchased the vehicle off someone. Maybe they've worked on it, someone's worked on it, vacuum lines are wrong, something's damaged. So it doesn't mean every time this is what it's going to be. This is when everything's right, okay? So if everything's right, we don't want to risk contamination of the injectors, taking the pipes off and all that. Bang, played out, played in, bigger hole, happy days. Let us know in the comments. Come back to this video or any other ones. We will, if we don't already have a P0400 playlist. It may be there already. I might have to go and do that. And all the videos that we can find P0400, we'll chuck them into there, so then it's all relevant to help everyone out. But when you come around to replacing your injectors again in another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, whatever you choose, that's when you go, I'm going to do a coolant flush at the same time. So don't change your coolant 6 weeks before you do your injectors and all that sort of thing. You won't need to clean all your intake and all that, because it'll be clean if you've already done it. I'm sort of giving some advice. If you've already done the injectors, leave it alone. Just make the hole bigger, happy days. Then in another 5 years, know that you're going to drop your coolant, do your coolant. While you're doing the injectors, pipes are off. You're going to take the EGR cooler off, not the manifold. Pull it apart. You'll need some gaskets for that. We keep those in stock. And give the EGR cooler a really good clean out. Get some degreaser in there, let it soak, swish it around, all that sort of thing. Guess what? This video wasn't that short after, was it? See how it goes? But all the information's in the video. If you listen carefully, there it is. I even talk fast trying to make it quicker, but then people say, can you slow the word count down because you talk too fast? I can't keep up. See, I know. See, this is the problem. Trying to keep everyone happy. So I hope you understand. We can't keep everyone happy, but we're doing the best we can here. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Smash that like button, subscribe, turn the bell on, and catch you on the next one, guys. Hope that helps. See ya.